All right, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for Cohort 13 graduation. We are so excited for this tonight. My name is Ashley Hearn and I'm the program manager at Dog Tag, and it has been my privilege to work with the fellows over the last 5 months. We still have some people joining, so we will officially get started in just a couple of minutes. But while we wait, we thought it would be fun to have everybody in the chat box put your name, your location, where you're joining from, and who you're here to support tonight, especially if you're specifically connected to one of the fellows. It's always exciting, especially being virtual. We can join from all over the place. Right, looks like Valerie June's got some friends in New York. Lisa, always good to see you. Right, Dave Williams, thanks for joining us. Now we're starting to get a lot more in the chat, so moving faster than I can read, so I'll just call out a couple. Ooh, Austin, Texas. Way to be. Is it Horns? Horns, hook 'em horns. Austin, yes. Ooh, Lillian Best from Liberia. I think you may be the furthest away. So thank you for staying up. I'm sure it's much later there than it is here. Adam from Qatar. So maybe you've taken over as the furthest away. Geography, I think that's how that works. North Carolina, love my home state. Kiana, welcome. We've got a good turnout tonight. Over 100 people on the Zoom call right now. We love seeing the support for the fellows. Let's see, it's about 6:05, so I think we will go ahead and move into the official presentation. Right now, I am going to, in the chat box, drop a file. Let's see if I can find it. Or I may put Anna on the spot and see if she can drop a file with the program for this evening. Give me just 1 second. All right. Okay, so I just, oh, there we go. Anna and I got it right at about the same time. So we have that program in the chat box so that you can follow along. We'll reference the program a few times tonight as we go through it. So definitely feel free to have that up. So, and as we begin, there are a few just logistical things that I wanted to go over with Zoom. So if you are not super familiar with Zoom, up in the top right-hand corner of your screen, you'll see a little button that says View, and you can toggle back and forth between speaker view and gallery view. I definitely recommend, as the speakers are presenting, going into speaker view, but there will be other times where we are recognizing the fellows where it might be better to be in gallery view so that you can see all of the fellows at one time. We also have everyone muted currently. This will cut down on background noise so that we can hear the speakers but we will invite you to unmute at certain places when we're recognizing the fellows as they are, as we're presenting the certificates, and then definitely encourage everyone to cheer and clap and show your support for the fellows. And with that, also want to recognize some of the people that have done so much to support the dog tag program and the fellows as we have been going through these last 5 months. Definitely want to recognize our partners at Georgetown. The faculty, we have Shai Gilad, who you'll hear from a little bit later, who is the Fellows Entrepreneurship Professor. Chris McGrath, who taught accounting, Kirk McLaren, the business finance professor, Greg Rocket with principles of management, Sharon Welsh, business communications, and Charlie Scuba, marketing. We definitely have clap. I see Megan clapping, but we have such wonderful faculty that provide so much support to the fellows throughout the classes. Also could not have done this without the hard work of Rukan Said and Julia Maria, who are our main points of contact at Georgetown. They have provided so much support through the virtual classes, not only by acting as TAs, but also providing support and assisting with the different things that fellows needed just while going through the classes. Also want to recognize Chris Nestler and Nick Morarak from the Veterans Office at Georgetown. They have been huge supports to us, connecting us with GUSFA, the Georgetown Student Veterans Association, and also the McDonough Military Association at the business school. They partnered to provide support and tutoring for accounting, which I know is a huge help. That's definitely one of the bumps during the fellowship program, but it has been successfully completed. And then also want to recognize Chris Murphy and Jeremy Stanton at the School of Continuing Studies at Georgetown. In addition to our Georgetown partners, want to thank all of the other partners that we have worked with. There are so many that I can't name them all, but they are listed in the program, both funding partners, and then also our Learning Lab partners and other partners as well. To say this past year has been challenging will come as a surprise to no one. And we could not have continued to provide the programming, the experience to our fellows that we have without the support of our many, many partners. So again, I encourage you to check out the program and see who all of those phenomenal partners are. I now have the privilege of being the first speaker at graduation, and have just a short message that I want to share with the fellows and with each of you. And I want to start with a poem. And earlier in this cohort, we had the opportunity to participate in a poetry circle that was led by poet, artist, and social entrepreneur Neha Mizra. This is a poem that she wrote, and she actually first shared it with me during the previous cohort. And it's one that I have found myself repeating over and over, especially these last 5 months. The poem is called UFOs, and it goes, "What is all education but a preparation for UFOs? Unforeseen occurrences with courage, grace, and resilience." Life is constantly throwing curveballs at us. And I don't know about you, but in my life, right when things get to the point where everything's going smooth and I'm like, oh yeah, this is good, things are good, boom, curveball, something happens, world flips upside down. And I have seen the fellows of Cohort 13 encounter illness, injuries, surgeries, the loss of family members, unexpected deployments, family emergencies, apocalyptic swarms of cicadas, You know, all kinds of things have happened over the last 5 months, and the fellows have been able to handle these unforeseen occurrences with that grace, courage, and resilience, and doing it all while also managing the demands of everyday life and the rigors of the Dog Tag Fellowship Program. I don't normally call people out, but I am going to call out Sabrina real quick. She is my numbers person and has been keeping track of some of the data. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of that with y'all. These fellows have participated in 53 learning labs. So those are external partners coming in to meet with the fellows. And during that time, they've met with about 125 to 150 individuals where they've been able to network with them through these different learning labs. They participated in 34 case study rotation sessions, and each fellow successfully presented on 2 different case studies, both focused on developing a product in the bakery, and then also looking at some strategic planning for the organization. They had 18 wellness classes, 18 capstone classes, 9 Finding Your Voice classes, and they all successfully shared their stories in a very powerful night last night. Their entrepreneurship class, marketing, financial management, principles of management, and communications as their 6 Georgetown classes, and each successfully completing the certificate in business administration. And they also all presented their capstone business plans. We have crammed a lot in the last 5 months, and these fellows have done so much, again, while encountering illness, injuries, surgeries, the loss of family members, cicadas, deployments, emergency, you know, all of these things that happen, and yet still managing to dedicate the time to themselves, to working towards their purpose. And each time I would get a phone call on the weekend or an email from somebody saying like, hey, like this thing came up. In my head was the refrain of this poem, what is all education for? It's for helping us to handle these unforeseen occurrences in our lives and being able to do so with courage, grace, and resilience. And that is something that I have seen these fellows demonstrate over and over again. So I just want to say one more time, congratulations, Cohort 13. You have done amazing work over the last 5 months, and I couldn't be more proud of you. So big round of applause for the fellows of Cohort 13. And let's see if we can, ask all to unmute. Woo!
Yay! Congratulations!
Yay!
All right.
Yeah!
I'm gonna go ahead and mute everyone again. And at this time, it is my privilege to introduce Tony Cianci. He is one of the board members of Dog Tag, and he will speak next, followed by a message from members of the Dog Tag team that has been pre-recorded.
Thank you, Ashley. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, terrific. Before I address briefly Cohort 13, I wanted to, on behalf of the board, thank all of you that work for Megan, and Megan in particular. I'm not going to go through everybody's name. You know who you are. The work that you've put forth once again to pull off the second remote virtual cohort is just, it leaves us all in awe on the board, and we are extremely fortunate and blessed to have you running this program for these folks, and we can't thank you enough. So I want to make sure before I said anything that I said that. So my name is Tony Cianci, as Ashley said. I've been on the board since pretty much the beginning, and I was tapped to be on the board by Father Curry. And so what I thought I would do tonight is impart upon you a couple of my impressions of Father Curry and why I think it's important that you think about him tonight and you think about him in the future as you move forward beyond dog tag, since this was such a part of him. There's really three things that come to mind. I thought about this all week since Megan asked me to speak. The three words that come to mind for me about Father Curry are determination, humor, and love. And let me tell you something. Last night, watching your stories unfold, I heard and saw all three of those in force. And it was just a fabulous night of watching you all see how you found yourself and your ability to express yourselves. Those three things, determination, humor, and love, were something that to me they just exuded out of Father Curry. I think some of you might know that Father Curry was disabled. He had no arm on the right side below his elbow. And he wore that as a badge of honor. And he was determined like no other. He came out of college, he wanted to be an actor. He showed up for a mouthwash commercial at an ad agency. And the woman who was doing the screening literally laughed in his face repeatedly. And she said, "Jimmy put you up to this, didn't he?" And he said, "Who's Jimmy?" And at that moment, her face turned white and she realized that this was no joke. He was there for this commercial, and he realized for the first time the kind of prejudice that he was going to face going forward and what he would have to do to overcome that and how determined he would have to be to overcome that. For the longest time, he was a brother in the Jesuit order. He was not a priest. He was not allowed to become a priest. I think it had something to do with not being able to give communion because he was disabled or something like that, but it took him decades to get to the point where he could fight and eventually become a priest, which he did after he got to Georgetown University. And believe me, he was determined to make this happen, this dog tag bakery, this vision of his happen. And by finding Connie Milstein, his partner, and certainly one of our great benefactors and his partner in this process, it was not easy to get this done. And those of us that were around to see this unfold know the kind of determination that he had. From a humor standpoint, honest to God, folks, he's probably the funniest person I've ever met in my entire life. I mean, this man had the most self-deprecating humor you could imagine. He used to say, "I'd rather have one arm than be bald." I mean, that's the kind of humor that he had. His birthday was March 18th, which he would call the day of the hangover, of course, because it was the day after St. Patrick's Day, and he was Irish. I mean, the last time I spoke with him, when he knew he was near the end with congestive heart failure, he had me in stitches on the phone. I literally, I can't even recount how many times he made me laugh. And humor was such a way for him to relate to people and to get to people. And it wasn't a defense mechanism. It was something that he really believed was important, that we could laugh at ourselves and our failings and never be afraid to do that. And I heard some of that last night, and it was terrific. And the last thing is love. There was no one that had more love for humanity, for God, for his country than Father Curry. When I've had known Father Curry for a number of years, but I didn't really get to know him well and become good friends with him until 2011. Those of you that the cohorts met my daughter Carly, and she was a prospective student at Georgetown, and we visited during her senior year. And the week we visited, my stepfather was dying of leukemia. And we got to see him one last time, and we went on our trip. And while we were on our trip, he passed away. And we were supposed to meet with Father Curry. And the minute he knew that my stepfather had passed away, he said, "Well, let's say a mass this afternoon, just the three of us." And we had a mass in the private chapel in the Jesuit residence at Georgetown. And it was just amazing. I mean, the love he had, he didn't know the man, and he spoke of him just from knowing us. And it was just the three of us. And it was something that I know Carly and I will never forget. And let me tell you something, Cohort 13, he loved all of you. He never even met you, and he loved you. You know why I know that? Because you're here. because you got through this process, because you got through all of the things that Ashley just said you got through to get to where you are. You got through all of those things in your lives you talked about last night. And you are going to get through whatever you have to do going forward. And you can feel that love from him, I hope, just from being a part of this program. So as you go onward and upward, do it with the determination of Father Curry, with a smile on your face, and the willingness to laugh at yourself and the world, especially when it tries to get you down. And most of all, do it with love in your heart, because that's the best way you could honor the gift you've been given of this dog tag cohort, in large part by Father Curry. Congratulations. Thank you so much for participating, and we can't wait to see where you all go next.
Thank you so much for that, Tony. It took me a second to find my unmute button. You'd think 5 months, well, a year in, I'd be a little bit better at that. We will now hear, Rob, if you want to go ahead and cue up that first video from the dog tag staff members.
Congratulations, Cohort 13. We're so excited for you to take the next steps and have been so impressed by everything you've done. We love you and wish you the best of luck with everything.
Congratulations, Cohort 13. Whoa, lucky number 13. You guys have killed it. You've gone so far. I'm so excited to see you graduate, and I can't wait to see what even greater things you do from here.
Happy graduation, Cohort 13, and congratulations. You all did so much over the past 5 months. You should be so proud of yourself. Looking forward to seeing where the path takes you next.
Congrats, Cohort 13. I've loved getting to know and working with each and every one of you over the past 5 months. Every single day, you impress me with your creativity, your passion, your hard work, and your connection to one another. Best of luck, and please keep in touch.
Congratulations, Cohort 13. You did it. I'm so proud of you and all of your work with budgets and the capstone and also the rotation case study. Wishing you all the best after graduation.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Cohort 13. We are so excited to be here today and celebrate your accomplishments over the past 5 months. Know how much we appreciate you, how excited we are for you. Congrats! Woo!
Hey, Cohort 13, congratulations. You did it. Amazing work over the last 5 months. I just hope that this program and experience continues to serve you well into your future. And thank you for everything.
Hey guys, it has been such a pleasure getting to know all of you over the last few months. You've all been so creative, and it's been such a pleasure working with all of you. Thinking back, I think one of my favorite memories is Vanetta and Lauren singing a theme song about rotation to me and Chanel. It was just absolutely lovely, and I really appreciated it.
Congratulations, Cohort 13. Thank you guys for all your creativity, and I can't wait to see what you guys accomplish after graduation. I wish you the best of luck. Woo! Congratulations!
Right. Congratulations, Cohort 13. Like everybody said in the video, we are so excited to see what comes next for you. We'll now hear a short message from Dean Kelly Otter. She is the Dean of the School of Continuing Studies at Georgetown and has been a wonderful partner to us. She couldn't be here tonight, but was able to record a message ahead of time.
Good evening. I'm thrilled to be here tonight to celebrate this exciting milestone in your lives. And while we unfortunately couldn't convene in person, I welcome your professors, family, and friends who have joined us virtually to recognize your accomplishments. The School of Continuing Studies is proud of the type of education and real-world training we provide our students. The combination of classroom time and practical application you've experienced in the Dog Tag Bakery Fellows Program is a prime example of how we think students learn best. As you made your way through the program over the last semester, the perseverance and commitment that this group showed is admirable. I'm honored to personally congratulate Cohort 13. Dog Tag Bakery Fellows have served in a greater capacity than many of us will ever know. We can never match what you have given our country. But through Georgetown's partnership with the Dog Tag Bakery, we can offer the training and business proficiency to help you succeed. Our student veterans are often our most dedicated students, both inside and outside the classroom. You bring a unique perspective to your studies and challenge yourself to learn new skills and gain new knowledge. You do all this while balancing your studies with work and family obligations. It's no easy task, and we're all very proud of how much you've achieved. To Megan Ogilvie and the dedicated group of faculty members who helped you along the way, I extend a sincere thank you on behalf of Georgetown University. To the 13th cohort of Dog Tag Bakery Fellows here today, I congratulate you on earning your certificates, and I look forward to seeing where you go professionally. Despite our current circumstances, I encourage you to go forth with a fearless entrepreneurial spirit. I hope you will use what you have learned from this experience to serve your communities in a new way that is uniquely yours.
A big thank you to Dean Otter for that message. And we'll now hear a message from some of our partners.
Congratulations, Cohort 13. It is an amazing achievement to complete Dog Tag's program. Wounded Warrior Project has been proud to partner with Dog Tag for years through the amazing programs and services they provide. As you go on to do great things, please remember that Wounded Warrior Project is here for you, and we are excited to see what happens next. Congratulations again.
To the 13th cohort of Dog Tag Bakery, Wounded Warrior Project congratulates you, and we are honored to support you. You each have such unique and valuable talents. Wounded Warrior Project sees the value in each of those, and so does Dog Tag. So we know you'll be incredibly successful in your next venture. We were constantly thinking about you and supporting you from afar. So continue to be fearless, and good luck.
This is Joel from Wounded Warrior Project, and we just wanted to say congratulations on your graduation. It's amazing all the work that you've done.
BISERV is proud to support and partner with the Dog Tag Fellowship Program. We have a strong commitment to the military community and are glad that we can be part of achieving your professional goals. Congratulations on your graduation. I know that you're even more well-equipped to have an impact and reach for your dreams. So best of luck in your future endeavors.
Hi everyone. On behalf of all of us at the A. James and Alice B. Clark Foundation, I wanted to reach out and congratulate you, Cohort 13, for getting through your fellowship. We at the foundation are super proud of you. We've invested in you and in Dog Tag because we believe in what you're doing, and we know that you're going to take this training and do great things in the future. So congratulations, keep up the great work, and best of luck in the future.
All right, a big thank you to all of our partners. Again, we could not do this without you. It's now my privilege to introduce Shai Gilad, who is the Fellows Entrepreneurship Professor, as our next speaker.
Thank you, Ashley. It's wonderful to see everybody tonight. I wish I could see all of your faces in person. It's hard to flip through all 5 pages. So I'll be referring mostly to my notes. It's so great and such an honor to be here to recognize the accomplishment of the remarkable fellows of Dog Tag Cohort 13. And as you and your families have honored us with your service to our country, it's with great respect and admiration that I find myself in the position to honor your accomplishments this evening on behalf of Georgetown University, the School of Continuing Studies, Georgetown Entrepreneurship, and our global community of educators, students, and alumni. Father Curry and Ms. Connie Milstein founded DogTag Inc. to create opportunities for those who served because they believe that people like you and me and everyone here supporting us tonight could come together to lift each other up and create new possibilities for the future. And your cohort is a living example that they were right. Thanks to the outstanding work of people like DogTag CEO Megan Ogilvie, Claire Whitco, Ashley Hearn, Rukan Said, Francis Raybod, and the entire DogTag team, I've had the pleasure of being the entrepreneurship instructor for the last 10 cohorts, and I continue to be impressed and inspired by the level of commitment and determination shown by the fellows, faculty, and staff. At Georgetown, we see entrepreneurship as something far more expansive than how to start a company. And the practice of entrepreneurship empowers people to think, act, and lead in new and creative ways to solve problems in a rapidly changing world. It creates opportunities for people to come together, provide for their families, and generate economic and social value for our communities. And I believe that entrepreneurship is a powerful platform to teach empathy and communication. And a fundamental idea of new venture development is human-centric design. We encourage students to shift their perspective from their idea to the problem they're trying to solve, and more importantly, who it is that they're trying to help. To increase their chances for success, the entrepreneur must become a curious student of the customer and the progress they're trying to make in order to design something the customer will hire to get the job done. And it turns out you can also use this approach to solve a variety of non-business problems. Everything from designing a vacation for your family, which I'm sure a lot of you are anxious to do after a long year of staying inside, for designing a new course in the classroom or a procedure to save more lives in a hospital. And that got me thinking, what are the jobs to be done for a commencement speech? And I made a list of ideas, but I narrowed it down to the following. First, honor the graduates and their families and the Georgetown and DogTag faculty, staff, and community. Provide an opportunity for reflection and appreciation at the end of a long, hard journey, and hopefully provide a small gust of inspiration to help fill the sails for the adventure ahead. And it's no wonder that some of the greatest speeches the world has known include words of those who have come before us, quotes from great leaders, artists, and even upstarts, which of course are my favorite. And they serve as a reminder that the path to knowledge is cut by the leadership of others, offering lessons from their trials and mistakes, courage in the face of fear, and enduring ideas that speak to our humanity. When we embark on a new educational journey, we choose a path to walk with others until we eventually find enough courage to cut new paths for others to follow. And in doing so, the student gradually becomes the teacher. A new generation of learning is inspired, and the virtuous cycle of education continues. So tonight, I would like to close with some final comments contributed by recent Georgetown alumni who generously offered the following thoughts on leadership that I believe perfectly capture the spirit of this occasion. First steps are normal, and every day is a chance for a first. First steps are also beginnings, and there is magic in beginnings and discovery. Learning to be in uncertainty is a powerful skill. In life, we must learn to take risks because if we don't, we will never know what we are capable of. We can choose the perspective we want, the perspective of fear, or what comes after facing that fear. Fear can be insatiable, but it is not never-ending. It ends, but how we tell our stories determines whether fear is with us or in us, because we're either surrounded by or confined in fear, or just allowing it to be with us, only for a moment. Visualize it, feel it, believe it, and do it anyway. The better we handle the discomfort of not knowing, the stronger we'll be to face the challenges that arise. It is up to us to choose and create our thoughts, our responses, and our action. Don't be afraid to invent a new narrative. I had to transform. I had to rise from fear and try new things. I had to push through the disappointment and embrace the new possibilities ahead. When you show up as your authentic self, willing to speak your truth, you unconsciously give others permission to do the same. It's empowering, not just for you, but those around you. Now, I see a future. I want to give my community more than just hope, but a means to realize their dreams and ambitions. At first, my voice may be a whisper, but I will speak. I will use my voice for good, to help others, to empower those around me. I will use my voice to make change and love others as well. I will speak my truth and use my voice loud and clear. I'm glad to share stories, to help others, to let them know that no matter where they are in life, it's okay, and they are not alone. We are the ones, us, here, now. We were vulnerable and courageous and, oh, so incredibly lucky. This passage was constructed from the personal reflections of the wisdoms and words of these alumni here today, the graduating fellows of Dog Tag Cohort 13. So to all of the educators, mentors, and supporters here tonight, congratulations on a job well done. The students have become the teachers, the cycle continues, and the Dog Tag legacy endures. So please join me once again in congratulating the graduating class of Dog Tag Cohort 13. Thank you.
Sandra.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Lord, that's what you do because I don't want that to muscle home for the bus.
All right, thank you, Shai. It is now my pleasure to introduce one of the fellows from Cohort 13 as our speaker representing the fellows, Janae Coleman.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you for Professor Shai. That was a serious value proposition, so that's what I will take away from your class. Greetings, Dog Tag Bakery, fellows and alumni, Georgetown faculty, Learning Lab partners, family, and friends. Welcome to our program today, and it has been quite the year for all of us. Some of us have experienced hills, while others have experienced valleys. But through it all, and by God's grace, we have made it through to another day. To my Cohort 13 fellows, we may have finished this program, but like family, it's not a goodbye. It's more of a, I'll see you around, because our stories are interwoven tightly together forever. We have made each other laugh, and some of us have even cried. A few of us have fussed when it got rough, and others have even cussed when it got really tough. I did it behind closed doors and I asked for forgiveness. However, through it all, we have been bold and vulnerable enough to share our stories and our business ventures with others. The biggest theme interwoven throughout this program was finding our voices, where we were challenged to share our personal journeys by way of storytelling. I thought about what I would say today, and the theme inspired me to ask the question. If every fellow's journey were a book and they had to title their story, what would their titles be? So I asked you fellows, and you answered the call. For instance, if any of us has a case of slowly going crazy and then trying to find ourselves again, or if you like to read about tales of a military life from the perspective of the family, we can check out Libby Bogus's book titled A Caregiver's Journey, or Sabrina Rodriguez's Heart's Grit, Grittier, grittiest. If you fancy a book on metamorphosis because you are becoming and believing in love, written from an author in a green chair, or identify more with a red apron and baking through life one treat at a time, then Melissa Starica and Laura Mills are your go-tos. How about reading a story worth living? Or maybe you'd like to know the true measure of success. Then Olga Ivar can speak to that worth while Marie Sloan hands you the ruler. If you ever find yourself stuck in a rut or needing some nuggets of knowledge, Kennyisms, Ageless Wisdom. By the wise scribe himself, Kenny Best Jr., he'll get you on the right track. A heroine story about a teen mom who beat the odds, or a wedding planner who plans everything with love, are great reads from authors Rebecca Frederick and Ophi Cox. Faith-based stories like Answering the Silenced Call because we are renewed and charged by the pandemic, or The Devil Don't Like Me, Holding On, Letting Go, and Never Giving Up, are great reads by Vanetta Garcia and Valerie June Button. Last but certainly not least, when you are feeling lost and need to reconnect with yourself, stories on self-discovery are one of my go-to genres. Excuse me. For instance, Sandra Sawyer's The Journey to Who I Am is a great read because we are all on, as the subtitle says, a journey that continues. Kristen Sumner's story titled, As I Am, Becoming the Me I Was Always Meant to Be, is also a home run. The story that I can relate to the most is my own, about being knocked down, stepped over, jaded, shaded, but never persuaded from my purpose, is titled, Everything You Need is Already Within Thee, a journey back to rediscovering me. I hope you all have found strength and inspiration in your personal stories and in the stories of your fellow cohort members, as well, because I have found strength and inspiration in each and every one of you. As we transition from this program and into the ventures in life, always remember your story and that we are part of the Dog Tag family. And anytime you begin to feel overwhelmed, overburdened, or just want to downright quit, always reach out, or at the very least, check out one of the books from your fellow cohort members' stories, which I'll drop in the chat momentarily. Finally, I'd like to leave you with a quote from a weeping prophet named Jeremiah, who understood that hardship and suffering are a part of the growth process in life. He wrote, For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Know that weeping may endure for a night, but joy will always come in the morning. Good luck in your endeavors. I love you all, and I'll see you soon, fam.
Yes!
Hey!
Hey!
Yay! Good job!
Hey!
Better preach.
Great.
Oh, amazing.
Well done, Janae. All right, so we are coming to the exciting portion of the evening, one of the exciting portions, the official conferring of certificates. This is where I definitely encourage you to use the chat function. We will also invite you to unmute after each fellow. So the way this will work is we'll have the fellow presented and then they'll have a short video clip. After their video clip, that's when we want you to unmute and cheer. But we do want to make sure that we're able to hear what they have to say. So I will turn the time over to Rukan Said, who is the B2B program manager at the Georgetown School of Continuing Studies, and she will confer the certificates.
Thanks, Ashley.
So good evening, everyone. So happy to see you all here with us, along with family members. So I'm just going to give my remarks really quickly, and then we'll get into the fun part, which is conferring the certificates. So I wanted to start off by saying that I'm honored to be here this evening to offer my congratulations to Cohort 13 for successfully completing the Business Administration Certificate Program. Fellows, we welcomed you to Georgetown University's virtual campus in January of this year. This program was unique in that it was delivered 100% online. Throughout this program, you have remained engaged, curious, and lighthearted in this online new environment. You also got comfortable on Zoom, and in your classes, you asked your instructors good questions, like how companies can apply financial analysis to make sound business decisions, or how management can affect an organization's ability to be competitive in the market, and how you can apply the 4 Ps of marketing in the future. All the while, you rallied around your cohort fellows in support, and you always affirmed each other. As somebody who supported the classes, that was something that was particularly special and an honor for me to witness in this cohort. The perseverance that you've shown throughout your semester of studies and the dedication that you've shown to each other is highly commendable. At this time, as Ashley stated, we would normally present you with your certificates and take pictures with you if we could be on site. This year, we will instead share a spotlight picture and video of each of you as a way to congratulate you on your academic achievement. However, before we do this, I will continue with the tradition of reading Georgetown's charter, enacted in 1815, which allows this university to present you with your certificate in business administration. Be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled, that it shall and may be lawful for such persons as now are, or from time to time may be, the president and directors of the College of Georgetown within the District of Columbia to admit any of the students belonging to said college or other person meriting academical honors to any degree in the faculties, arts, sciences, and liberal professions to which persons are usually admitted in other colleges or universities of the United States, and to issue in an appropriate form the diplomas or certificates which may be requisite to testify to the admission to such degrees. Langdon Cheeves, Speaker of the House of Representatives, John Gaylord, President pro tempore of the Senate, approved March 1st, 1815, and signed with James Madison. And now we'll begin the process of conferring your certificates.
I am having a slight technical issue, Rukan, so I am working on getting that PowerPoint. So just give me hopefully 1 minute.
Sure, no worries.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I guess the word of the year has been pivot. So, you know, this is just as entrepreneurial mindsets as we all have here. It's not a Zoom party without some technical difficulties.
It's true. It's true. Right, here we go.
All right.
I think. Here we go. Okay. And screen. Share. All right, we're live.
All right. So up first is going to be Athil. So first is going to be
Hello, everyone. We came together as Cohort 13 in January 2021, and here in May, we're going to go our separate ways.
So congratulations to Athil. If we can have you all unmute.
Yeah, Theo.
Love the story.
You told me like 2 seconds before my turn, so.
I think those adjectives really encompass Ethiel's presence in the classroom. He's always been curious, seems to have an adventurous spirit. He's always been committed to the classes and really engaged in the content. He's adapted with us in this online environment and he's shown resilience. Next up is Libby.
Hey, Cohort 13. I just wanted to say thank you so much. You guys have been the most amazing group of people that I've ever met, and I'm just so grateful to be part of this group. Happy graduation, and just always remember to turn worry into hope, because we all have a bright future ahead of us, and we're all going to rock it, because we just are. So good luck and everything, and just can't wait to meet you guys in person.
Go, Libby!
Yay!
Libby.
Go, Libby. And next is going to be Kenny.
Cohort 13. We are leaving the nest, y'all. You ready? It's time to fly. I'm gonna miss learning labs and breakout sessions where we got to laugh and connect on an intimate level. We learned that it's hard to start a business, but there's a powerful story in that journey. Let's enjoy the stories that we've created with Dog Tag as a family and keep flying. All the best.
Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny, we see you.
Over.
All right, and next is Valerie June.
Hey fellows, congratulations. We've been on an amazing journey together. It's been an honor and a privilege to work with each of you, and I can't wait to see what adventures we can go on next. Let's keep moving forward together. Stay creative, stay strong, and most importantly, stay connected. You'll always have a friend in me.
Let's get some claps for Valerie.
Yes, Valerie June.
All right.
And Jonay. We've got Jonay up.
Hi, my name is Janae Coleman, and I'm a Cohort 13 fellow. Guys, we have made it, yes, and it feels great. I'd like to thank everyone over at Dog Tag, as well as the SES Learning Lab partners and the Georgetown faculty for a great experience. We could not have done this without you. I've learned so much more about business and even more about being a business owner. So we can all now say that we are Georgetown graduates as well as Dog Tag family. Let's see where we go from here. Good luck.
Stay with me. Are you gonna
Well, get me some.
Beyonce. That'll work. Oh, that's right.
You got the same.
Next up, we have Ophie.
Congratulations. I am proud of all of us. I'm grateful for Georgetown professors, Dog Tag staff, and all the mentors from all the learning labs. I know we will be doing wonderful things. I look forward to talking to everyone, finally meeting everybody, and celebrating together. In the meantime, continue to do wonderful, great things and continue to help others. Cheers.
Yes,
Congrats. Congrats.
Lovely. Cheers, Ophi. Next up is Rebecca.
Hi, everyone. This is so unbelievable. We're done. Yay, congrats to us. We did it. It's been such an amazing honor to know you all. You're great people, amazing people. Thank you, Dog Tag, for believing in me and investing in me. I'm so thankful to have been chosen to begin this great fellowship program. Our next step is to go for it, you all. Yay, us.
Rebecca.
Next is Vanetta.
Yay! We made it, Cohort 13. I'm so excited. And I just want to thank Dog Tag and the Georgetown professors for everything that you've given to us to be able to start our new chapter. Fellows, I'm going to miss our study halls, our virtual hugs, our laughs, our tears, and our prayers to get through our presentations and through accounting. But most of all, I'm so excited to see where your new journey leads you.
Yes, Vanetta! Congratulations!
Yay!
Next, we have Lauren.
Well, we did it. I'm looking out the window. I can finally go outside during the day. I had so much fun with Cohort 13. I learned a lot. I cried. I laughed. And now it's time to move on to bigger, better things.
Yes, Lauren!
Next is Olga.
Hello, my name is Olga, and I just want to take a minute to say thank you very much for all the good stuff you have been sharing with us. I have enjoyed and learned every minute. I learned a lot from all of you. So thank you, Dr. Tag, and thank you, Georgetown University, and thank you.
Yes, Olga!
And next is Sabrina.
Big shout out to the fellows of Cohort Lucky number 13. I feel like I finally found my tribe. Each and every one of you have taught me something and given me strength, and for that, I am forever grateful. Big thanks to our Dog Tag staff, our professors, Hoya Saxa, and our Learning Lab partners for helping us create our vision. Can't wait until we can meet in person to celebrate, but until then, continue to do big things.
That's Sabrina!
Yes, Sabrina.
Yeah.
Next is Sandra.
Congratulations, we made it. I want to give a big shout out to my fellow Cohort 13 members. Without the support that we provided to each other, as well as the support that we received from our Georgetown professors, and last but not least, the Dog Tag staff, we would not have made it through this rigorous program. So I just want to thank you all again, and I'm looking forward to all the great things that we're going to accomplish as we move towards our goals and dreams.
That's Sandra, here we go.
Next is Maurice.
fellowship was more than I expected, more than I could have ever asked for. I feel healed, I have purpose, and a deep sense of community. The sadness of the fellowship being over is only surpassed by the excitement of all the impact that myself and the other fellows will have on their communities.
Let's Maurice!
Great job.
Great job.
All right, and Melissa's next.
Hey, Cohort 13, we're at graduation and I'm so excited. One of my biggest takeaways from the entire fellowship program and spending time as a cohort has been the power of positive people. I've been amazed from the speakers to my other fellows, how being surrounded by positive people who have a good outlook on life makes a huge difference in motivation and in morale. So I'm really thankful for that. Yay, we made it.
Yes, Melissa.
Congratulations.
All right, and Kristen is next.
I have learned a lot about myself throughout the fellowship. I have learned to give myself grace, that failure is not a dirty word, but actually a place to find growth and a place to help others. I've learned that I'm stronger than I realize and that what I have to offer is of value. I'm sad to see this time come to a close, but I cannot wait to see where we go from here. Congratulations, guys. We've done it. We've graduated. I'm so proud of all of us and how far we've come, and I can't wait to see where we go.
Love you, Kristen.
Love you, Kristen.
Okay, and one more round of applause for all of Cohort 13. Congratulations.
Good job, everybody.
Congrats, guys.
Right. I know the chat, there's been a lot happening. And want to just, I know you all saw this, hopefully in the invitation, but a link to a Padlet page where you can leave a message for the fellows that will be saved. We'll be able to, fellows, if you haven't seen this, definitely check it out. Just a lot of really wonderful messages from families, friends, partners, supporters. And it's been a congratulations. That's all I got. Fellows, now it is the time that you all have been waiting for. I think Olga especially. So go ahead and grab your boxes. Don't open them just yet. But I will pass the time on to Megan Ogilvie, Dog Tag CEO, for the presentation of gifts.
Hello, everybody. And I say everybody, I mean all 15 fellows from Cohort 13 and all 110 others that are joining graduation today. So special. This is what makes our cohort and our organization so special. It's the people. And you being here today shows our fellows, shows our alumni that there is support out there and there is a network. So I want to start by thanking our speakers today. I want to thank Dean Otter. I want to thank Shai Gillard, who is always a rock star. I want to thank our board of director, Tony Cianci. And I definitely want to thank especially Janae Coleman for what a phenomenal presentation of culminating of our Cohort 13 group. So thank you to all the speakers, and we're incredibly grateful. Although, we are here today in celebration of the fellows, I want to also start with gratitude, because I think that's always the first place you should start your morning with, and every day is gratitude. So I want to first start with my gratitude for the dog tag team. And what I'd ask is all dog tag staff, if you could make sure you're on camera, and I'd really ask if you can make sure to wave for the next 5 seconds and keep waving, because we have our whole dog tag team on here. And it's not just the team that makes the fellowship work. It's every single person on our team every day that shows up, does their job at the level of excellence that allows our organization to have the impact it does and have a bakery that's as phenomenal as it is. So from my bottom of my heart, I'm honored every single day to get to work with each of you. Ooh. With that, I want to thank our programs team especially. I want to call out our director of programs, Claire Whitco, and our program manager, Ashley Hearn. We've talked about the challenges. You know, if you had asked us, and our team says this pretty easily, if you had asked us about a year and a half ago if we'd ever go virtual, we would have probably laughed. And guess what? Our programs team did that within a week. And with every challenge that has come up, our programs team has made the adjustment. Our staff has made the adjustment, and not just making the adjustment, but with an attitude of positivity, and we can always figure it out. And that is beyond any measure that I could ever ask for. So I really want to thank Ashley and Claire from the bottom of my heart for making this program what it is today. I want to go to our board of directors. Yeah, let's give them a clap for sure. For sure. All staff and the program. With that, I want to thank our dog tag board of directors. We have a board that's exceptionally engaged, supportive, and involved. During COVID, they personally fundraises to ensure that we would have the funds to continue going forward. They continue to meet and help build the strategy and operations and helping us think through some of the toughest questions nonprofits have been having to face. And so I truly cannot thank enough our board of directors for their leadership and their counsel throughout this time. I want to reach out to our dog tag alumni that I know are very much present on this call tonight. I've gotten some shout outs. So if dog tagger alumni here, please also wave your hands or actually just go off mute and just cheer because we all know you want to do that anyway. So alumni, yes. As you can tell, fellows, this is just the beginning. I want to thank our dog tag alumni who participate in orientation, who participate as learning labs, who participate in the closing activities. We could not do this without you, and we again continue to be grateful to be part of your journey forward. I also want to make a call out to two very special people on this call tonight. We have Denise Curry and Jim Curry, who are also on this call tonight. Those are both Father Curry's sister, Denise, and cousin Jim Curry. It's exceptionally grateful and for us as an organization, Father Curry's legacy that you join us tonight, and we just want to continue to make him proud as we know we are hopefully every single day in doing that. So thank you for joining. And then I also want to thank our co-founder, Connie Milstein. She is a visionary, she is a powerhouse. And if it wasn't for Father Curry and Connie Milstein coming together, where they saw, a problem that they could be part of a solution and just doing it with that determination, with that love, with that humor to making it happen. It truly takes leadership like that to make a program like we have today. So one quick round of applause for everyone that I just mentioned, if you don't mind. All right.
Yeah.
So with that, fellows, as part of our dog tag tradition that was very much created by Professor Sharon Welsh, our communications professor, I'm going to read a quote from President Theodore Roosevelt as a parting gift. Listen to these words. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points at how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows with great enthusiasms the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Congratulations, Cohort 13. It is official. You have graduated from Dog Tag's fellowship program. What we have learned that sometimes the things that scare us the most are the things that challenge us to change and grow. You are ready for this next step, and you will not be taking it alone. Now, if you can get those white boxes out, and you can show it in the camera so we make sure you all have them, please get the boxes. So the Dog Tag staff sent little gift boxes to every Dog Tag fellow. Please start opening them.
Megan, I would just ask fellows if you could unmute yourselves, because if you unmute yourself, you'll pop into everybody's main screen and they will see you. And then we'll just make sure everyone else is muted.
So as you open the larger white box, there will be a small brown box in there. Please take that out. Do not open it. I repeat, take the brown box out. Do not open it. I know, Oba. We're talking to you, girl.
Wow. Yeah, I know we created some of those.
Yummy.
Oh.
Open your mouth.
Distraction cookies. Are we going to put it on now?
Go for it, Olga.
Tomorrow, right?
Megan, you're on mute.
Megan, you're muted.
All right, on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to open the box.
Open the box.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So for those watching at the bakery, we have a chandelier that's being composed and made by Jim Curry. It has a chandelier made of 3,456 dog tags that hang in our bakery proudly every single day, so that anyone that walks into our bakery can understand our mission and the sacrifices that each of our fellows have made and alumni. As you can see, fellows, each of you now have your own dog tag, but also know each of those dog tags will now also hang in the bakery forever. You are now part of the dog tag family. Welcome. Congratulations, Cohort 13.
Thank you.
Go Santa! Dog tag!
Hey. So next time when you all come into the bakery, we can look for your dog tag hanging on that dog tag chandelier.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
If you need help, I see them.
Congratulations.
All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Cohort.
Congratulations.
Right. Let's see. So thank you, Megan. Fellows, just a reminder, please take a selfie with your box, with your dog tag, with your alumni t-shirt, and send those to me and Anna so that we can tag you on social media. I see Anna and she's saying, yes, please do that. So as we conclude the evening, there's just one more group of people that we need to thank. The family, the friends, the support systems of our fellows. You know, we've all heard the phrases, no man is an island, it takes a village, and completing the fellowship program is no different. So a big thank you to the parents, siblings, spouses, children, family, friends, mentors of each of the fellows of Cohort 13. And congratulations, fellows, you did it.
Congrats, guys.
Congratulations. Let's go.
God bless, Coleman.
Dog tag.
Okay.
That is the end of the official graduation ceremony. We'll leave the Zoom open. Feel free to stay on, chat a little bit, and to share your I will also add that Padlet link to the chat one more time, so that you can leave a message for the fellows.
All right. With that all, have a wonderful night. Stay safe. And congratulations, Cohort 13. You are loved and you are so celebrated today and every day forward. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We see you.
Oh, so exciting.
So exciting. Congratulations, Cohort 13.